Have you ever wondered? Students stop paying attention not because the topic is difficult, but because the blackboard is confusing. Messy writing, poor spacing, unclear diagrams. These small mistakes can destroy your entire lesson. But don't worry. Today I'll teach you the micro-teaching skill of blackboard writing that can instantly improve your classroom teaching. Hello teachers. If you want to improve your teaching skills, classroom control and student engagement, this video is for you. In this video, the topics that we are going to cover are what is Blackboard skill in microteaching, why it is important, key components, common mistakes, practical tips you can use immediately. So let's get started. Let's begin the session by understanding what is Blackboard skill. Well, Blackboard skill is one of the most important micro-teaching skills. It means using the Blackboard effectively to support your teaching. It includes clear handwriting, proper organization, highlighting key points, and using diagrams and examples. Remember, the Blackboard is not just for writing. It is a visual teaching tool. Let's understand now the importance of Blackboard skill. Why is this skill so important? Because it helps to improve student understanding. It presents information step by step, making it easier to follow and grasp concept. Secondly, maintain classroom attention. Students stay focused as they watch and engage with what's written on the board. Then comes make concepts clear and structured. Use of headings, spacing and diagrams organizes information logically. Help students take better notes. Clear board work allows students to copy accurate and well organized notes. Then comes support visual learners. Remember, we have differently abled learners in the classroom. Someone is audio smart, someone is visual smart. So this supports visual learners. Learners understand better when they can see concepts, not just hear them. Simplifies difficult topics. Remember, a well-used blackboard can make even a difficult topic feel simple. Now we move on to components of effective blackboard writing. The first one is legibility, means clear handwriting. Your handwriting should be clear, neat and understandable, comprehensible. Your writing must be neat and readable from the last bench. Small, messy writing like this, it's a bad handwriting. The good one is which is large, clear and properly spaced, which is visible from the last bench also. The next one is proper spacing and alignment. Don't crowd the board. Maintain margin. Write in straight line. Leave space between points, as proper spacing and alignment is very important for your board work. It is visually appealing also, and it also helps the children to understand what is written on the board. It is not messy and it doesn't confuse the students. Then comes your logical organization. Your board should look structured. Topic at the top, then subheadings, points in order. Whatever points you have, sub points should be under the heading, then subheading, then points in order. So everything should be structured, should be organized properly. Then comes highlighting important points. Use chalk smartly. You must have seen that different color chalks are available in the classroom. That is for your creativity. How are you using? How are you beautifully, creatively using the chalk to actually convey the message or convey the information to the students in a creative manner? And how can you use that? Underline keywords, use different chalks, different color chalks if possible, draw boxes and around important ideas. Like example is given over here. You can use yellow is keyword, pink is important, blue is example. So like that you can use creativity in the classroom, and this engages students. It actually grabs the attention of the students, and they also try to copy down the same way. They also maintain their notebooks in the same manner. Then is use of diagrams and examples, which is very important. Visuals make learning easier. Simple diagrams, charts, flow charts can be used, can be drawn on the board to make learning more effective. And how can you do that? By this example, you can see diagram is there, there's a chart drawn over here, there's a flow chart drawn over here. So like this you can use the board for your diagrams and examples as well. Then comes speed of writing, which is very important. Remember, balance is the key. Too fast, students can't follow. Too slow, students will lose interest. You have to keep moderate speed, not too fast, not too slow, so that every child can catch up with you. Another very important component is eye contact and body position. Don't turn your back for too long. Write, turn, explain. This is the way you have to follow. Maintain interaction with students. Don't just keep writing on the board without any interaction with the student. Then student will lose interest. They will not follow you properly. You have to write, then you have to turn, interact with student, explain, ask few questions, and then turn again and then write. So you have to follow this sequence to keep your class engaged. At the same time, keep eye on the students. Now let's talk about the common mistakes. The common mistakes which teachers usually do unknowingly. The first one is writing too small. Students at the back cannot read clearly, so you have to keep this in mind. You have to write a little big so that students can see from the last bench. It causes loss of interest and understanding. So write big. Next is overcrowding the board. Too much content creates confusion. Important points get lost in the clutter. So do not overcrowd the board. Do not make the board messy. Then no heading or structure. Information looks unorganized. Your board should be organized, structured. Students struggle to follow the flow of the lesson. Then comes spelling mistakes. Create a wrong impression of the teacher. So you have to be very careful about this. Students may learn incorrect spellings. Then turning back for too long. It breaks eye contact with students. So you have to be very careful about this. And it also reduces engagement and classroom control. So you have to be careful about this, that you have to not turn your back for long, too long. You have to follow this. Write, turn, and then explain. Then follows your writing everything, no explanation. Students focus only on copying, not understanding. So teaching becomes passive instead of interactive. So you have to interact with students also. Write and then interact with students. The Blackboard is a support tool, not the main teacher. Your explanation, interaction, and presence matter the most. Remember that. Neat and clear. Now let's see the demonstration of two Blackboard work. Very important part actually. Let's compare. The first one is a wrong way, where messy, no structure is there, no headings, uneven spacing, hard to read, right? Now let's see the right way. Clean, structured board. Okay, topic is there, definition is given, process is written in short form, diagram is drawn clearly, and then key points are highlighted, colorful chalk are used, then everything is well organized. So, and writing is also very neat and clear. So we can see very clearly that the previous one is a messy one. No, messy in the sense it is not a structured one. And here it is a clean and structured board. So Blackboard writing actually represents your teaching skill, your teaching reflection. It is a reflection of your teaching style. How are you teaching to the students? So make your Blackboard your reflection of teaching. So how can you do that? By keeping it neat, structured, then well organized, comprehensible, visually appealing, and then now here I share with you micro teaching practice idea. If you're preparing for teaching exams or training, the first one is practice in front of mirror. This helps you observe your body language and gestures, builds confidence and improves your presentation style. Then comes record yourself. This allows you to review your teaching later. You can identify mistakes in writing, clarity, and explanation. This helps you to identify the flaws and bring out the immediate changes you can do. You can see where you're going wrong, what immediate changes you can do to improve yourself. Then is teach a small topic in 5 to 10 minutes. Keeps practice focused and manageable. This means this helps you master one concept at a time effectively. Then focus only on Blackboard skill. That is, pay attention to handwriting, spacing, headings, and neatness. Practice explaining while writing, not just writing silently. See, repeated practice makes your teaching smoother and more natural. You understand your strengths and areas for improvement. And micro teaching is like a rehearsal. The more you practice, the better you perform in real classroom or exams. Consistent practice builds confidence and makes you an effective teacher. Lastly, to summarize, clear handwriting, proper spacing, good organization, and student interaction, which is very important. These small improvements can make you a powerful teacher. If you found this video helpful, like, comment Blackboard skill, subscribe for more teaching tips, and remember, great teaching is not about speaking more. It's about making students understand better. See you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep growing.